Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kennedy Compound. I'm your host, Mark Kennedy, and this is Bold Predictions. So, this is week 8 of the SEC football season, and we're going to tell you who's going to win, who's going to lose, and by how much. And we're going to boldly do so. If you would, though, like and subscribe to this channel, share it with others. The more likes I get, the higher in the algorithm it works, and then more people get to see my ignorance and listen to this really bad advice. We'll see how it works out. Week 8, 6, 7, 8 games. I forgot how many there is offhand. We're going to run through them all. Only one is an out of conference game. We'll talk about it, and we'll boldly predict it. Let's start with week 1, game 1. Okay, your 11 o'clock game is Auburn at Missouri. Let's sum us up. Auburn's good. Auburn has actually a good team. They throw the ball really good. They run the ball really good, and they give turnovers to the other team really good. And that's been their Achilles heel, so to speak. They turnovers have been just devastating. They should have won games that they have lost. But they played good, except for the mistakes. Meanwhile, Missouri, we didn't know how good they were. We knew that they had a quote-unquote easy schedule. Well, schedule's getting a little tougher now. And they've shown some kinks in the armor, so to speak. They're at home. This is in Mizzou. And Auburn self-destructs. But, I got a feeling Auburn is due. So my bold prediction in this game is Auburn 31, Missouri 27. I just think it's their time. If they don't make any bonehead mistakes, we're going to find out. Our next game is the 11:45 game. This is South Carolina at Oklahoma. I don't really know what to think here. South Carolina, they got destroyed by Ole Miss. They destroyed Kentucky, and Kentucky, they beat Ole Miss. I mean, we don't know. Oklahoma, their offensive line is just trash. Their freshman quarterback, he's doing good, but he's struggling. They can't run the ball real well. Still playing good defense, and they're at home. So it's so hard to call these games. I think it really is going to be just both these teams are just going to trudge through it, and somebody's going to come out the far side. So my bold prediction, I've got Oklahoma 21, South Carolina 17 in a less than impressive game. Who knows? This may wind up being a 55-47 brawl, but I'm not seeing that. I think it's going to be low scoring. So let's see. Next up, this is the first of two of the big. We have two big games this week. This is the first of two, and I consider this part of the battle for Atlanta. There's a cat climbing up my leg right now, and it has claws. Anyway, so are you like a Tennessee Wildcat? I think it is. Anyway, in a minute it's gonna be on my lap. Anyway, first game of the two big ones: Alabama at Tennessee. Now I'm on record from about 2-3 weeks ago saying that Tennessee's going to blow them out by like 17 points. Well, oops, times have changed. Tennessee's offenses looked a little mediocre, to say the least. Alabama has been a little turnover prone, to say the least. When I predicted the Alabama-Georgia game a couple 3 weeks ago, I thought Bama was going to turn the ball over, and they didn't. That's how they won. And so you don't know. When you're predicting games like this, you understand that some teams run the ball well, throw the ball well, some teams defend real well, and turnovers is just will they turn it over or will they not? Alabama is, in my opinion, probably the better, stronger team. They're at Tennessee. I think Tennessee is going to take Nico, their all-star, all-everything quarterback, Nico Ramalama Ding Dong. I can't pronounce his last name. I've done giving it up. Maybe by his junior year, I'll know his last name, be able to pronounce it. But anyway, I think Tennessee's going to try to run the ball, ground the ball, and Alabama will probably allow some of that too. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. If they can contain Alabama's quarterback from running the ball, Jalen Milroe, keep him in the pocket, don't let him beat you with his legs, they win this game. Can they do it? I hope so, because I'm going to boldly predict it. So my bold prediction, I got Tennessee 28, Alabama 24. This could be a really good game. And it could go the other way. And if somebody comes there, you were wrong, Alabama won. I won't be. Don't color me surprised because it could go that way. I just feel like Tennessee is due at home. Let's find out. Next up, your 3:15 game. This is the the epic clash of maroon on maroon. We'll call it the Maroon Bowl. Anyway, Texas A&M at Mississippi State. A&M, just so you know, they've been sneaking up on people. This could arguably be one of, if not the best team in the conference. Nobody's talking about that. They haven't lost since that disaster at Notre Dame. And they've been very, very quiet winning games. They destroyed Missouri. And, they're getting into a little more than me, their schedule. Mississippi State, you're not meat. But I would say this. State, as we know, we refer to them as the rebuild team. And they are. I mean, the thing that happened in the last 2 years has been would destroy any other team. But they went to Texas a couple weeks ago, played real well. Then went to Georgia and, played real well. And now they're at home. And so what's going to happen in this game? Well, sorry, you're still not going to win. Anyway, the Bulldogs, I'd like to give it to you, but I can't. My bold predictions: Texas A&M 31, Mississippi State 24. I actually expect this to be a good game. Historically speaking, they always play them tough, and I don't see anything any different this time. So don't be shocked with a close game. Everybody might think, they should blow them out. Maybe not. At some point, State's going to mess around and beat somebody. Well, I just hope it don't miss. Anyway, so that's my bold prediction. Next up, the first 6 o'clock game, because there's two. LSU at Arkansas. Now, as you know, the Corn Dogs beat Ole Miss last week. They never led in the game. They literally threw the game-winning touchdown on the very last play. That's the only lead they ever had. Ole Miss could have, would have, should have beat them, but you know what? LSU's actually got a pretty doggone good team, and the fun thing about players like that is when it comes time to win, you find a way to win, and they did. Don't ever take that away from them. So they're better than you think. Meanwhile, Arkansas, we haven't been talking a lot about them as of late, but they've been sneaky good. Every game they've been, and that nobody's blowing them out. If they lose a game, it ain't because somebody just trucked them. I mean, they've been toe-to-toe with everybody. And they're going to Arkansas at night. Here's my thought, of course, being the Ole Miss fan I am. Obviously, vengeance is mine. It's not going to be like that. I think after you've played such a huge emotional game, you get up for something like that, then you turn around and go on the road, and you got I can't call this a trap game because Arkansas is good. But Arkansas is just waiting for them, and it's hard to get back up after a week like that. It's going to be a good game, but my bold prediction is Arkansas 31, LSU 28. I just think Arkansas is going to be a little bit much on the road. If this is at Baton Rouge, I'd flip the score. So, the home field advantage says something, So there you have it. Next up, this is the only game we have. It is not a conference game. Ball State at Vandy. 6 o'clock game, and oh, God, this just killed me. Now, I'm going to tell you a funny story. I was watching a podcast this morning, and so on this podcast, someone gets up there and they're giving their bold prediction, so to speak. And he literally verbatim said what I would say. And then literally verbatim almost said exactly the same score I would say. I'm thinking, so it's not just me. So anyway, I felt somewhat vindicated here. So here's the gist of this. Paraphrasing him, this is really kind of the way I thought and felt too. I'm like, he was putting words in my mouth, so to speak, or I put them in his maybe. I don't know. Either way. Vandy is not designed to steamroll teams. Can they hang 50, 60, 70 points on somebody? It's possible, but they're not designed to blow people out. They're designed to just get on the field, grind it out, eat the clock, win the game, go home. And so I don't think it's going to be a big, heavy-duty scoring game, but all the same, Vandy's going – they're going to – uh-oh, the dogs are fighting. So maybe the cat. So, my bold prediction of this game, I've got Vanderbilt 31, Ball State 13. I think Vandy's going to take care of business. move on, get one step closer to bowl eligibility. So, congratulations. Next up, this is number 2 in the battle for Atlanta. This is one everybody's been waiting on this for since I don't know, like May of last year, June, whenever. Georgia at Texas. So what do we got here? There's something that's not quite right with the Bulldogs. They didn't play great against Mississippi State last week. We saw what they did against Alabama. One half they didn't show up. The other half like they could beat the world. But inconsistency, not dominant, not the tough team that they should be. I mean, they are designed and built to flex their muscle and crush anybody they play, including Texas. And they're not doing that. Meanwhile, Texas is very comfortably winning games, but yet there's something about Texas. It's like, although they're winning these games and they're doing everything they're supposed to do, and they look good on offense, they look good on defense, they look good on everything, and they look consistent, they don't look just overwhelming either. So this game has a lot of intrigue. I mean, I'm telling you, when you go to pick a game like this, I mean, the score could be anything from a blowout one way to a blowout the other way. It could be high scoring, it could be low scoring. You're really, truly like reaching into a hat and drawing a score out. Okay, we're going to go with this. It's like that. But my bold prediction, I got Texas 28, Georgia 24. Georgia, if you lose this game, you'll have 2 losses, and you will like be on the verge of no playoff. Imagine that. You know, a 12-team playoff, and Georgia doesn't get in. And they still got some tough games to go. That's insane talk. So they're really going to be pressed. But I'm telling you, at home, Texas 28, Georgia 24. Well, that's what we're going to go with. And next up, my last game, and this one is arguably the most intriguing game of them all. 6:45 kickoff. It's Kentucky at Florida. Now, we've been talking about Billy Napier at Florida for quite a while. This is his he's doing his whole SEC goodbye tour. Hey, it's nice being the coach here. I'll see all y'all maybe as a coordinator somewhere down the road for some American team. I don't know, because they're going to fire me. So it's been his farewell tour. Except as of late, well, he's not farewelling so well. He's actually faring well, so to speak. They're playing better. They should have beat. They were better than Tennessee and should have beat Tennessee at Tennessee. And remember, they really kind of self-destruct, which you can blame on Billy Napier, but that's a different story for a different day. Kentucky offensively looks inept. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about them that's just not clicking. Their defense is still really good. They're going to Florida. Graham Mertz, Florida's quarterback, is out for the season. He just through damaging his knee, and I think it's DJ Lagway is the quarterback. The freshman's filling in for him, who has been playing some this year. So it's not like he's just green, but this quarterback has got to face a really good defense. But he's at home. What do you do? Well, Florida's defense has looked good lately, and Kentucky's offense has not. I think that's the wild card here. So I expect a low-scoring game. My bold prediction, this is insane talk. And the crazy thing is, that podcast I was talking about this morning, they said the same thing. I'm like, you've lost your minds. Or maybe we just all have. I don't know. A bold prediction, Florida 20, Kentucky 17. Billy Napier, once again, dodges a bullet this way and that way, and maybe tries to save his job. We shall see. Anyway, so that's all the games we got for this week. This has been an insane season. And everything I predicted could go literally 180 the other direction. And that's the fun of the SEC. And that's also the fun of trying to pick these games too. So I encourage everyone, in the comments, whether it's here on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever, throw out there, tell me your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win? By how much? You say, Mark, you're an idiot. There's no way they're going to win. That's fine. I actually want to hear your thoughts. I find it's very cool to do so. So please participate. Also, once again, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with others. Helps my algorithm and also helps spread the insanity that is the Kennedy Compound. So, and by the way, we do other videos besides just bold predictions on this channel. So you got some crazy stuff coming up between now and Christmas. You'll see. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. And I've been trying to think of a good tagline to sign off with, so we're just going to go with tagline. We'll see everyone next week. Thanks for tuning in, folks.